Okay, you have screen sharing access. Yeah, great. Yeah. So can you open JDK? First, we'll install with JDK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Open that.
Yeah. Can you see my?
Yeah, I'm able to see. Just install it. When you do a double click, a pop-up will come. Yes or no. So just click on
Yeah, I've done that.
next. Next. Close.
Close.
Yeah. And down, set down IntelliJ. There's the IntelliJ, right? Intel ideally you. Yeah. Just click on that. So whenever you're trying to install any software, there will be one pop-up coming up. You will have to click. And this IntelliJ installation will take some time because this is one of the heavy softwares to install in your system.
Oh, okay.
Next. Next. Wait. Create desktop shortcut. Create associations Java. Like down there's a Java here. Yeah. Select that. That's fine. Click on next. Click on install. So Srivali, hope you are understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
This recording will be available later for you to practice the installations also. That's not a problem.
Okay, Ram.
So it will take some time for the IntelliJ to be installed. Just keep the screen like this so that they'll know how the installations happen.
Okay, Rahul.
Yeah. Java setup is pretty easy, guys. It will take hardly couple of 2 to 3 minutes for you to install. That doesn't take much time. IntelliJ will take time because this is one of the heavy editors that we are using.
Okay.
This is one of the biggest time-taking tools to install, but no problem. Once we are almost ending. So click on finish.
Right.
Then go to git bash, git, then go to git. Yeah, click on that. Next. No need. Click on next. 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 Yeah. Click on next. This won't take much time to install. It will finish fastly only. Whenever you're trying to install any software, there'll be a pop-up coming up. Do you want to and allow to install the software? That pop-up cannot be shown here in the recording, but always click on this. Yeah, click on finish and SSL. Okay, fine. There you can close this. Then you can go for SSMS. You see here SSMS is there. Just install. There will be a pop-up coming up. Just select this button. So almost we are done with the installation skills.
Okay.
I mean, there are couple more things we have to see in the installations that I'll tell you how to do it.
Okay.
So these are the basic softwares that everyone has to install in the systems. Clear, Srivali?
Okay, Rahul.
Okay, once this is done, the installation is completed, Abhilash. There's nothing more to do. Okay.
Okay, Rahul.
Yeah, I'll start sharing my screen. So hope all of you are able to see the screen.
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah, Rahul.
So yesterday we have discussed one tool called as Selenium ID. Remember, right? The record and
Yeah.
playback.
Yeah.
Now we are discussing another tool that is Selenium RC. Okay. RC stands for remote server. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yeah,
So
Rahul.
what is the architecture? I mean, in 2000, I mean, the Selenium IDs were just a record and playback tool where no coding knowledge is required, as we just record and do. And if any screen changes, application changes, or if you want to do some validation or something, we cannot do it. That is a problem with Selenium ID. So in 2006, a Japanese person has invented this tool to avoid the drawbacks of Selenium ID. Got it?
Yeah, Rahul.
Till 2018, Selenium RC supported us to write the code in JavaScript. But after 2018, we can write the code. We can write the code in any programming language. Okay. We can write the code in any programming language like Java, Python, Ruby, etc. Clear?
Yeah, Rahul.
So what is the architecture here? Whatever the code you have written, the code is sent to some remote control server, some mediator server. So once the code is sent to this remote control server, the code will be converted into the form of Selenium code, and that Selenium code will be executed onto the browser. So what is happening here exactly? The code what we have written is sent to a mediator called as remote control server. Okay. In this remote control server, it converts the whole code into the form of Java JS. JS stands for JavaScript, guys. JavaScript commands that can be executable onto the browser. Got it? Got it, everyone?
Yeah, Rahul.
So this whole code will be converted into a form of some executable JavaScript commands. That executable JavaScript commands are known as Selenium code. The executable JS commands are known as Selenium core. Selenium core will be injected into the browser and the execution will be started. Got it? Started or triggered. Clear everyone? Clear everyone how the flow is
Yeah, Rahul.
happening? So Selenium, I mean, once the Selenium core is ready, it can be ran on any browser like Edge, Firefox, Opera, Safari, anywhere, any browser it can run the code. Got it?
Yeah, Rahul.
So with the help of the Selenium RC, we can do assertions, validations, and looping. Okay, clear? Gives the end user to program or script for the test case. Okay. Once this is done, the programming and all, then the code will be injected. So what are the cons of it? We have seen the pros, like we can do assertions, validations, looping and all. What are the cons of it? Architecture of remote control server is complex. Got it? This architecture of remote control server is very complex. That means we are writing a code to execute our test cases into the browser, and there's some third-party medium to execute the test cases onto the browser. So obviously there will be some wrong conversions or wrong behavior can happen, right? You're not directly interacting with the browser, correct or wrong? Yes or no?
Yeah, Rahul.
It can happen. And by injecting more and more Selenium core onto the browser, the speed of the execution will be reduced. Like the thing with JavaScript is that if you run more and more JavaScript commands onto the browser in the form of Selenium code, the speed of the execution will be reduced by 30 to 40%. Already the application will be slow in the companies. And on top of it, if you use more and more Selenium code, the speed of the application will reduce by 30-40%. Thereby, it's creating a burden onto the browser. The more Selenium core you use, the more burden you are creating onto the browser. Got it? Cannot do API and headless testing. Clear? Clear everyone?
Yeah, Rahul.
So what do you mean by headless testing? Headless testing is something like if you want to run the code in the background, like as a part of a background Windows update or background any browser update. So headless testing is useful there. So we will be seeing the example of how the headless testing happens in our Selenium classes. So far so good. What is Selenium ID? Selenium RC guys? Yes or no?
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah. So last but not the least that we have to know is Selenium WebDriver. This is the tool that is most in demand. So in Selenium WebDriver, we need to know the architecture of Selenium 3 and Selenium 4. It was invented in the year 2010. Got it? So what is the architecture of Selenium WebDriver? So you see this code, right? Client libraries. That means whatever the Java code, Python code, Ruby code, whatever you have, they are sent to just sent to a JSON via protocol. So what does this protocol do? Whatever the code is there, it will convert the code into the form of HTTP request and response. So JSON via protocol converts the complete code into the form of HTTP requests and responses. Okay. Once the complete code is converted in the form of HTTP requests and responses, then it is sent to the browser drivers. Okay. Once it is sent to the browser drivers, then it will be executed on the real browser. So what is happening here? Whatever the code is written, like for Chrome, we have a separate Chrome driver. For Firefox, we have a separate Firefox driver. For Explorer, we have a separate Explorer driver. So these are the mimics of the real browsers. Like since we cannot directly interact with the browser, but because in Selenium RC we have seen if we directly interact with the browser, a lot of JavaScript commands are being executed that will reduce the create a burden on the system and it will reduce the speed of the application. So what we are doing, we are sending some HTTP requests and response to this particular replica of the browser drivers, and they'll be executed on the real browser internally. Like whatever the HTTP requests I've sent here, the request will be sent to this browser and the response you will receive here. The request will be sent, the response will be received. Got it? Got it, everyone? Whatever the request we have sent, we will execute the same on the real browser and we wait for the response. Again, we send the request, we wait for the response. Again, we send for the request, we wait for the response. Got it?
Yeah, Rahul.
Got it, Srivali? Any doubt?
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah. So this is how Selenium WebDriver architecture works. Selenium WebDriver architecture is. So, browser drivers are nothing but a replicate of the original browsers. Okay, they're a replicate of original browsers. Clear?
Yeah, Rahul.
Replicate of the original browsers where the code will be executed on the browser, where the code will be executed onto the browser. Okay, driver, which in turn it will be executed on the original browser. So our job as a Selenium coder is to send the code to the browser driver with the form of HTTP request and response. Internally, it will be executing on the real browser and returns the output. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yeah,
Yes,
Rahul.
Rahul.
So when it comes, this is Selenium 3 architecture. So when it comes to Selenium 4, this JSON wire protocol concept is eliminated and directly the Selenium client library will interact with the browser. The code is sent to the browser driver. Why? Because these Selenium 4 onwards, we have followed, from Selenium 4 onwards, JSON wire protocol concept is eliminated and it has been approved by W3C. W3C is the community which authorizes the website like www.google.com, www.crickbuzz, whatever you say. So these are the websites, whatever the websites are there in the world, they are approved by W3C. That means it approves the quality of the website and states like, okay, it is stable enough, it is good to go, it follows some standards or like something like that. So Selenium is one of the tools that has been approved by W3C from Selenium 4 onwards. So what happens when it is approved by W3C? Stability will be maintained, performance will be good, data integrity. Clear? Once it has been approved by W3C, the stability will be excellent, performance will be good, and data integrity. Clear? So the JSON wire protocol concept is eliminated and directly the code will be sent to the browser driver and browser driver will internally convert the complete code into HTTP request and response and it will be executed onto the real browser. Got it?
Yeah, Rahul.
So this is what will happen. Clear? Clear so far?
Yeah, Rahul.
Directly the code will be sent to the browser driver, which in turn converts the whole code in the form of HTTP requests and responses. Okay. Okay, clear?
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah, Rahul.
Good. So the main change that the Selenium team has brought from Selenium RC to here is the whole code of execution in the form of HTTP request and response. HTTP requests and responses are lightweight in nature. Yeah, are lightweight in nature. Once they are lightweight in nature, then it's easy to flow. It won't take much of your time to process the request. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yes,
Yeah,
Rahul.
Rahul.
Perfect. HTTP request and response are lightweight in nature, so it will keep on continuing the executions. So that is the thing, guys. Clear with the architecture, clear with the concepts, clear with all the things? Yes or no? Yeah. Clear right so far?
Yeah, Rahul.
So I want all of you to just hammer before that wait. So you have installed everything. So after your installation is completed, okay, go to C drive, go to program files. You have seen your Java is installed here. So here you will see JDK21 in your system. So go to JDK21, go to bin folder, copy this path, go to environment variables, search for edit the system environment variables, click on environment variables, go to your path. In this path, you need to add your bin folder here. Got it? Now suppose I delete this. I click on new. I paste my path here. You need to put your bin path here. Why we need to put the bin path here? In future, when we are trying to execute the code from the command line or from the terminal, we have to this bin path is a reference where it will understand, okay, this is the place where my Java libraries are present. Got it? Got it, everyone?
Yes,
Yeah,
Rahul.
Rahul.
And also, you have downloaded Apache Maven, right? Everyone has downloaded Apache Maven. So when you have downloaded Apache Maven, unzip that file. Okay. When you have downloaded this Apache Maven, unzip that file here. You will see this kind of a folder right here, and you have to copy this bin path. Okay. Since I've already had it, I'll just delete it for you. New. Clear? Whatever the Apache Maven bin path is there, you need to add that path here. Clear?
Yeah, Rahul.
So you need to do these two things in your system for the Java programs to be up and running. Let it be from command prompt or let it be from anywhere else.
Okay.
Now, once your IntelliJ is installed, okay, once my IntelliJ is installed, just ignore this. So what we need to do, go to file, go to new, project, whatever project name you want, you can do it. Okay, what is the project name? For me, it's morning to 9 classes. Okay. Just a moment, guys. So the setting the folder structure is up to you. Okay. You can deselect this checkbox for now. Build system is Maven. Okay. Put the JDK as 17 for now. I mean, JDK 17 in my system is there. You can go for 21. I'll upgrade to 21 by the next class. Click on create. So it will take some time for the Maven project to be created in your system at the beginning. In my system, I have created multiple Maven projects, so that is why the issue is not coming. Got it?
Okay, Rahul.
Okay, Rahul.
Good. Yeah. So get this ready. Get the things ready for next session. So tomorrow onwards, we'll be going into some programming stuff. Okay. And Srivali, by the time if you'll get any laptop for this week, that would be great for you, just to have a revision only for this week, if possible.
Yes, sir. I'll try, sir.
Yeah, just give it a try. If you get
Yes.
it, great. Like you can follow me along with the class, and you can see for any doubts like that. If not, also it's totally fine. You have to practice over the weekend.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So as of now, just keep your practice still here and get the architectures right. Tomorrow onwards, we'll be going full on with the coding. Okay.
Okay, Rahul.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Rahul.
Yeah.